Hi Mark, just before we start a preview of Addington Thursday and Methven, you had some stars at the workouts today, and I know you weren't down there to drive them, but I trust that the reports are all good from them.
I haven't had the report back as yet, Dave. You got it too early for me, but they've all been working well, and they were only small fields today, but I'm sure they would have just had a nice.
It's just
nice
a hit
run.
out for them.
Yes.
Well, I got good reports on two of them. I can pass that on from one driver. But however, to move on to Addington Thursday, quite an interesting lineup actually, the way things have panned out. But starting with Aqua Sancta, you mentioned last week about how he seemed to be a better horse with one run, and I think that was pretty well proven last week. He just had a bad draw. Got a better draw this week. That's going to be a help in that field.
I think so, Dave. Yeah, and there's just 10 runners, so he'll probably settle handy, and if he can just have that last run of them like he did last week, I'm sure he'll be very hard to beat.
The Sire Stakes race is quite fascinating in a way, Mark. I know it's only a heat, but the fact that we've drawn 1 and 2 and Krug's a bit wider out this time, I presume you'd be sort of looking for a lead trail scenario if that's possible?
If that's possible, Dave, yeah. Certainly I'll get Captain out of the gate as good as he can, and we'll see what happens after that. But yeah, you think Pace and Pride will end up on his back anyway, and we'll run the race from there.
Are they about equally forward, or would Pace and Pride is going to be more of an improver?
Pace and Pride will be more of an improver. The other guy's had couple of hard runs under his belt, and he's very fit.
And Enhance Calm is not going around. So then we come to Go Paddy, who's done a bit of travelling around, and I presume from the race he's in that you're looking at the special race at Cup Week at Addington.
That's right, yes. There's a $30,000 race that we paid up for him there. So this is just a lead-up sort of prelude to it. He's been to Auckland, had a couple of runs there that were disappointing, but he's home now. He trialled well last week at Ashburton, and he seems to be in a good place.
He had his excuses up there, didn't he, to be fair, Mark?
Yes, he did, Dave. He got a good run, but he just wasn't 100% well, and like a few of the team up there, and went accordingly.
And later in the night you have Town Echo, who's got another bad draw, but you would think in that field it mightn't make much difference.
No, providing she just get off at some stage. Last week she was pushed down on the fence. This week she's drawn on the fence. So yeah, as long as she just has a little bit of luck and can work off that fence, it probably early in the race would be the best scenario. I'm sure she'd be very hard to beat.
And just moving ahead quickly to Sunday, the 2 in the Methven Cup, which are obviously leading chances in the race. Self Assured hasn't raced on grass before, but going on your previous experience, I should assume that's not really a major factor. But Spankham will be a big improver.
Yes, for sure. It was a great first up run last week to run second, and he stripped fitter for the run. He seems nice and bright in himself, so I'm sure the grass won't worry him. And Self Assured's a good gaited horse, so I'd be surprised if there was any issues, and just off a 30-metre mark he'll need to begin good again.
You'll be leaving him on the unruly even if he goes away until later, closer to Cup time, or even after Cup time?
Well, he has to have 3 runs on that unruly now that we've placed him there. So this will be number 2 anyway, and hopefully he can do things right again like he did last week.
I asked you off camera, Mark, but people will probably be interested to know about Chase Auckland, just what his progress is.
The reports on him are good. Ivan keeps us up to date with videos on him, and yeah, they're very happy with him. He seems very good and sound on the leg. Little bit more swelling than the other side, still associated with the leg, but there's no signs of soreness with him.
Which one on Thursday would you probably rate? It's a good each way chance, Mark.
Probably a good each way chance to be Go Paddy, I would say, in that field.
You're not putting the hex on him?
No, I hope not. No, it looks like an average field, and we sent him up north because we thought he was a good maiden. he didn't get to prove how good he was, I don't think. So he gets his chance there on Thursday.
Good luck. Thanks very much.
And one more,
Oh, one more.
Amazing Dream.
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah.
I've heard of that horse.
Yeah, she's drawn 3 or 4 there, so she's nice and handy. It's not a big field, which is a bonus. She's been to Australia and had a win or 2 wins over there, I think. And but she had a minor issue with a foot, a quarter crack. So we haven't been able to get a trial into her. We've had some good, solid work into her, but probably go into the race a little bit vulnerable, I'd expect.
I see she's had a change of gear. Any significance in that?
Just to bring me up to play with that.
No, the sliders are off, blind sort of.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
But that may have been from back in history a bit, because she's been racing overseas.
Yes, I think we had them on in the Derby, so they probably still applied to her here. But yeah, no, she seems good in herself, but probably vulnerable with not having a run for so long.
And quite a useful field. It's not.
Yes, well, stylish Memphis there, and naturally got a lot of respect for her, having campaigned her in Australia, so she'll be the hardest to beat.
Okay, Mark. This time, thank you very much. Good luck.
Dave. Yeah.